Welcome back to another hitless boss guide for Black Myth Wukong. This time we're focused on Guangmou. He's one of the mandatory boss fights in chapter 1, and he's also guarding one of the bells you have to ring. As always, we'll go over basic offense with counters, and then we'll show a full hitless fight. If this content's been helpful, don't be afraid to drop a like and hit that sub button. Let's start with projectiles. If he looks like a 1990s Power Ranger, he's going for a steady horizontal stream. You can dodge this or you can staff spin. Oh, cute little 360. Then you'll have a plethora of orbs coming your way. A couple ways to deal with this. Staff spin or roll towards him for some free hits. Little sexy fan flutter like Katana from Mortal Kombat. He's sending a slow tracking orb your way. It does a lot of damage, but staff spin takes care of this, no problem. If you know he's doing this, you can staff spin right in his face and continue your offense. Just throw your fans in the air and wave them like you just don't care. He's gonna summon a wind torrent right beneath you. This is super easy to dodge. Don't get hit by this. If he ever teleports right behind you, he is going to shoot poison out of his mouth and he is going to go left to right. You can just casually walk behind him and start whooping him. Ah, the elephant in the room, or shall I say snakes. This is probably the most annoying attack that Guangmou does. Summoning 4 snakes to shoot poison acid bubbles at you while he continues his offense is absolutely toxic. Pun intended. This can get super frustrating, but there's a couple things you can do. The first thing is to get to a wide open spot where you can see everyone and do staff spin. If you're lucky, Guangmou will continue to fire projectiles at you and you will just staff spin parry everything. This can be difficult because if Guangmou chooses to rush you, you're probably going to get hit. The other thing you can do is start to attack the snakes. One hit and they're out of there. This will require a lot of rolling and crazy dodging if you're trying not to get hit. If you manage to kill 2, however, I suggest stop and staff spin the rest. The easiest thing to do is to immobilize Guangmou. As soon as he says the word boys, if you use immobilize and stagger him, the snakes will never come out. Arguably, the second most annoying thing he does is a poised area of effect attack. If you can predict that this is going to happen, there's a couple things you can do. The first one is to get in a couple hits and just get out the way. The second way is to dodge. If you get a perfect dodge, you'll be able to get some more free hits. The best thing in my opinion, and it can be a little tricky, is to do resolute strike. And more often than not, he's going to get knocked to the ground for you to do a lot of follow-up damage. You'll see this a lot in my full fight. Build-wise, we're still pretty bare bones. Beginning staff, pilgrim's armor, and then the Wandering White because that does ridiculous damage. And then as far as sparks go, we're sitting at a solid 16. Everything's in smash stance. Where this really gets helpful with this fight is when we look at this right side where we got Vantage Point, Skyfall Strike, and Resolute Counterflow. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. So without further ado, let's get to the fight.